Your arms have finally started to grow. You look in the mirror and the pump is insane. Your biceps are full. Then you put on a t-shirt and suddenly you look like someone who has never lifted a weight in their life. The problem is actually simple. Forearms. You can have big biceps, a wide chest, even visible abs. But if the forearms hanging out of your sleeves look like noodles, that whole strong image collapses. Because the real cheat code to looking strong is forearms, just like a thick neck. The reason is simple. They are always visible. They don't hide under a t-shirt. If you grow your forearms, even if your arms aren't massive yet, you will look strong through your shirt. On top of that, this muscle group is one of the fastest to show veins. You don't even need to be extremely lean. Train them correctly and veins will pop like a map. And when you shake someone's hand, it will feel like you could crush concrete. But the issue isn't just aesthetics. Forearms are the bridge between your strength and the weight you lift. Your back can be very strong. You can feel good doing deadlifts and rows. But if your grip strength is weak, the bar slips out of your hands and the set ends before it really begins. Stronger forearms mean a stronger grip, which means better performance in pull-ups, deadlifts, and all pulling movements. There's also that annoying elbow pain many people experience. That sharp sting you feel during curls or bench press usually isn't just fatigue. It often comes from imbalances in the forearm muscles. When the muscles that flex your wrist and the ones that extend it aren't equally strong, your elbows take the load, leading to what we call tennis elbow or golfer's elbow. Adding forearm exercises regularly helps balance these muscles and stops your elbows from screaming every time you pick up a dumbbell. Of course, there's also the genetic side of things. Forearms, like calves, are heavily influenced by genetics. Some people are born with forearms that look like they've been gripping Thor's hammer since birth, while others start with a slimmer structure. This mostly comes down to bone length and where the muscles attach. If you have long muscle bellies, it's easier to build a thick, full look. If they're shorter, visual size may be more limited. Is that fair? Not really. But it doesn't mean you can't grow them. It just means your progress might look different. Maybe not huge, but definitely more defined, veiny, and strong. Genetics set the limits, but consistency determines how close you get to them. Most people don't realize that the forearm isn't just one muscle. It's a whole group of smaller muscles working together, and not all of them have the same growth potential. If you want thick, aesthetic forearms, the real star is the brachioradialis. It sits on the upper part of your forearm near the elbow and provides most of that dense, powerful look. To target it, the best exercises involve neutral or pronated grips. That's why hammer curls are one of the most essential movements. With your palms facing each other, this exercise adds serious size to your forearms. Another underrated but highly effective movement is the reverse curl. With palms facing down, it hits the brachioradialis and the wrist extensors at the same time, helping both forearm thickness and elbow health. The muscles that flex and extend the wrist may not grow dramatically, but they are essential for healthy and strong arms. One of the most practical ways to train them is with a wrist roller. When you roll the rope upward, you work the wrist extensors. When you roll it downward, you work the wrist flexors. However, instead of holding your arms straight out and burning your shoulders, keep your elbows slightly bent and close to your body, moving in a controlled manner. The final piece is grip strength. The muscles that control your fingers and hands won't necessarily make your forearms bigger, but they will make you significantly stronger. Simple tools like hand grippers can be used anywhere, at your desk, while watching videos, or during spare moments. Fat grips, which make the bar thicker and harder to hold, can also turn your regular workouts into automatic grip training. For something different, even rice bucket training works. Placing your hands in a bucket of rice and performing squeezing and twisting motions builds surprisingly strong wrists and grip. You don't need to spend hours doing extra workouts to build your forearms. Starting twice a week with hammer curls or reverse curls, followed by wrist roller work and a short grip session, is enough. Over time, if your recovery is good, you can increase this to 3 or 4 times a week, since forearms recover faster than most muscle groups. The key is not lifting with ego, but focusing on proper form and full range of motion. Do this consistently, and eventually your arms won't disappear when you wear a t-shirt, and people will start to notice that you actually look strong